This is Primetime Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro, on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com, and always at the game. The game.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1947, WGNS has been proud to bring you coverage of Rutherford County high school sports.
Lady Bulldogs are state champions in 2013.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships, and listen to this crowd.
WGNS Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on State Farm Prep Sports.
In double overtime, in a Rutherford County classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back. We may never see this again. What a game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball. What an inning. He struck out the side. Can you believe that?
TAB Award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game.
And the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars are state champions here in 2023.
He's got it. And Eagleville has won a state championship in baseball, and they did it really convincingly.
The Oakland Patriots have won back-to-back-to-back state titles. Their seventh state championship.
Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening, everyone, from Blackman High School. The Inferno, and it certainly is tonight, where we'll have the showdown between the Oakland Patriots and the Blackman Blaze right here on WGNS State Farm Prep Football. I'm John Dinkins, and I welcome back Rod Edwards, and here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Rod, glad you're back, and Bill did a great job sitting in for you, but glad you're back, and hope you had a good trip. And we're right back into the thick of things. Region play tonight. In fact, one of the weeks where just about everybody's involved in that. And we've got a good one here tonight. Without telling too much, Blackman much improved and moving in the right direction. Oakland's right there in the right direction.
Third or fourth in the state, 6A. And then Brentwood's always a very solid program. That was first game of the season. It seems like they're getting better. Great game last week, 135-0 over Summit.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we return, it's the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup as the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff continues, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
Convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Hey, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Come in for your guitars, keyboards, drums. We have you covered. Our prices will normally meet internet prices. We also have PA and DJ equipment. Some lights, yes, we have that covered too. You can come rent a PA and sound system, do your karaoke, and bring it back. Come see us at Music World and Drummers Den, the one-stop shop where you have everything that you might need. 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
For 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been helping local businesses with their banking needs. Hi, this is Justin Burris, commercial banker at the 1708 Gateway Boulevard office. Let us show you how easy it is to do business with a true community bank. Local people making local decisions for our friends and neighbors like you.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Pizza, pizza.
You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny Farmer with the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home in Murfreesboro. If you ever had to deal with the final arrangements of a loved one, funerals are both emotional and financial. You can easily be drained both ways when you least expect it. I can help you in both of these areas by showing you the positive side of pre-arranging. Locking in your cost for the rest of your life will truly relieve some emotional stress at that time. Call me, won't you, at 615-893-2422. Let's talk.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
And the countdown to kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, continues. And with that, we give our Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue, they've got quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. Got a slew of games tonight, as we did last week, and we'll start out, Rod, with the Riverdale-Rockville game. The regional showdown will feature a Riverdale defense that's been impressive, allowing only 10 points per game, facing off against a Rockville offense that has faced challenges, including managing just a late touchdown in last week's 27-7 defeat to Stewart's Creek. Meanwhile, the Warriors are riding high after a significant victory over the previous-ranked Germantown, winning 24-7. Jeremiah Weaver contributing 12 tackles and a sack. On the other side, quarterback Javion Elliott has been solid for the Rockets, racking up 635 passing yards over 4 games. But they need more than him, don't they, Rod? They're going to have to find a way to score.
Yeah, they've got to get the running game going. You have to have balance. He's coming along pretty well. He's a sophomore, I believe, and so he's progressing. I thought last week I was really surprised, not that Riverdale beat Germantown, but how bad they beat them. Remember last year they took it on the chin at Germantown.
Yeah, that was a surprise win, I think, really. But defense wins you games, doesn't it?
It sure does, and it's probably their best game they played this year.
Smyrna at Laverne. It'll be Smyrna 1-3 against Laverne 0-4. The Bulldogs have been dominant in this rivalry since it started way back in 1988 with just 1 loss in 37 meetings. However, there have been some tightly contested games over the year, and the 2024 matchup could be another close one, particularly on defense, Rod.
Yeah, when I moved here in '89, that was the second year the schools were split. We had the Smyrna and Laverne, and that was really a big deal. I went to the game that year, and we'll talk about the crowd, and it's always been that way. It's really a community rivalry.
That's one you can really just throw out. I mean, the records, really. Stewart's Creek at Cane Ridge. Stewart's Creek on a roll right now. And against Cane Ridge, once a dominant force, Cane Ridge is now facing really challenges following the resignation of longtime coach Eddie Woods in the offseason. The Ravens have struggled offensively, managing only 12 points all season while giving up 41. Meanwhile, Stewart's Creek, led by junior Jerry Taylor, the quarterback, threw for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns in a big win over Rockville. And if they keep playing like that, they're heading toward that region title. And I know it's early, this first game, but they're looking good.
And it's something they haven't had, so that'll be a big deal for them to win that region title. Their offense is looking better and better, and apparently their defense. I mean, they did a great job last week holding Rockville to 7 points. Cane Ridge, they used to be the power. Antioch was the weak one, but our boundaries anymore are so fluid that it can change on a dime when the talent goes in another direction.
Hendersonville is playing Siegel tonight, Rod. Hendersonville 3-1, Siegel 1-3. And Commandos have always been pretty tough. I think this one might be pretty close here tonight.
Yeah, they're another one of those wing T offenses that have been for years. Harder to prepare for, always pretty tough. But it's a challenge to Siegel that they need to step up. This is the game that to me, they need to turn it around. They've had to adjust a little bit, lost one of the top running backs, but by now they should be ready to kind of roll.
Eagleville travels to Johnny Major's country, Huntland. Eagleville comes in 2-2, 1-1 in the district. Huntland 2-1 on the season. They haven't played a region game, so this is a big one. Eagles are coming off a homecoming win over Collinwood, 12-7. They would like to have a little bit more production here as the season progresses.
Yes, they've got great defense. Span had 16 tackles. That's a lot of tackles. I don't care what division you're in. That means you know where the ball's going. Great reads and reaction to it. But they need to get their offense going a little bit more to get ready down the road, hopefully to make another playoff run.
If you've seen Span up close, he's a big boy. And he's tall, too. Yeah. Let's see. We've got 2 more to go, and why don't we take a break here, and we'll come back. The Rick's Barbecue County Roundup continues. You're listening to the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
Power outages are unpredictable, but with Roscoe Brown's generator services, your peace of mind doesn't have to be. Whether it's storm season or an unexpected blackout, our generators ensure that your home stays powered. Installation, maintenance, or repair, our team's ready 24/7 to respond to your needs. With Roscoe Brown, you're not just getting a generator, you're securing a lifeline for those moments that you needed the most. Ensure your home is always powered. Your family's comfort is our commitment. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
Renters, when you combine State Farm auto and renter's insurance, you save an average of $642. I'm State Farm agent Emerson Williams, and I'm ready to help you combine auto and renter's insurance and save. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wommel. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your auto and renters.
Thank you, Rutherford County, for 39 amazing years.
Hi, let me ask Jack Hayes what his favorite thing is and why.
The chicken fingers and french fries. We've had them for a long time, and they're the best you can get in the whole entire town. So come on and get your homemade barbecue sauce and those good chicken fingers and french fries.
So swing by one of our 4 Rutherford County locations. Many things have changed, but one thing hasn't. Toots is still the place for good food and fun.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff here, presented by and sponsored by the law office of John Day. We're going to continue with the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup, but first, our national anthem performed by the Blackman High School Band. And that's our national anthem presented by the Blackman High School Band. Time to rejoin here, and Rod joining me with the second part of the Bricks Barbecue County Roundup. And we've just got a couple more games to discuss here, Rod. One of them will be MTCS at Webb School.
Okay, MTCS has a big turnover, graduated like 16 seniors from their state championship team. So they have a fairly young team. They're beginning to click, John. They're starting to get some offense going. The quarterback, Briggs, had over 200 yards rushing last week in their victory over Clarksville Academy. But they have a test here. Webb won their first two games. Columbia Academy, which had defeated MTCS at the beginning of the season, but they have lost the last two. But those last two were against the bigger schools. So they lost to Franklin Road Academy, John Paul II. So that could easily explain that. So it's going to be a tough test for them. I hope they really are competitive defensively. They can slow them down and see if they can keep this offense going and kind of balanced the way they've been showing lately.
PCA is at Grundy County. The Lions are still searching for their offensive rhythm after losing 35-0 to top-ranked DCA last week. Prior to the game, PCA had allowed only 8 points per contest, so the defense is there. Grundy County is riding a streak of 2 consecutive shutouts, so it's going to be whether PCA is going to put some points on the board or not.
Yes, and it's going to be one of those how big are the boys? How big is the line? I think a lot of that game was going to be won the line because PCA's strength has been on defense, so it's going to be a battle in the trenches.
Well, the last game we talk about, of course, is this one. Oakland 4-0 and Blackman 2-2. The second-ranked Patriots are on a roll, recently defeating previous unbeaten Antioch 41-14. In that game, T.T. Hill rushed for 138 yards and a touchdown, and also returned a punt for 65 yards and a score. Oakland's averaging 44. I got that right, Rod. 44 points per game, presenting a significant challenge for Blackman's defense, which has allowed just 21 points over the last 10 quarters. The Blaze coming off a big win over Summit, 35-0, and I think they needed that win. They held third-ranked Ravenwood to just 14 points, and Marcus Cameron threw for 95 yards in that last week's victory. They're on the right direction. Are they on there far enough to take the Patriots tonight?
I think as far as the line play, that's going to be a battle. A big thing they're going to have to do is, they're going to have to be tight with the line of attack, but they're going to have to follow their keys, follow the blocking scheme, and be ready to make the tackle. You can't be eyeing the ball and following it, because there's a lot of inside counters out and reverses that Oakland is famous for, that they'll break it on you. So you've got to be patient, keep your eyes, and follow your rules. But I just don't think they have enough of the explosive players that Oakland is just loaded with.
Let's don't forget those special team play by the Oakland Patriots. They've been great for them all year long so far. That's your Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. When we come back, we'll check the forecast and get you ready for tonight's game. Brian Baird will be joining us as well as the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff continues, sponsored by the law offices of John Day.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
I just really appreciate Danny and his whole team. I always feel like I'm going to get great service and the right outcome.
You just don't find any better people.
He's always been very good.
We've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up. It really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "I'm so thankful we took care of this ahead of time. It would have been a financial hardship had we not. Let me help you pre-plan." Call me at 615-893-2422.
you.
Hi, this is Amanda from Animal City, inviting your family to come do business with my family. Most of us know to buckle up to protect ourselves in the car. Did you know you can offer your pet the same type of protection with a Ruffland kennel? This time of year, we usually look to vacation. If you're traveling with your pet, keep them safe in a Ruffland kennel. Here at Animal City, we are a Ruffland dealer. Come in and see us and get your pets some protection. Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street here in Murfreesboro.
Toots. Come on down to get your chicken fingers and curly fries with homemade barbecue sauce. It's classic and perfect.
Well, that's coming from a guy who certainly would know. Keep the local tradition going. On Friday Night Football, come to Toots before or after the game. Now there's 4 locations to choose from.
Many things have changed, but one thing hasn't. Toots is still the place for good food and fun.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstireprostn.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back with the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff. John Dingens, Rod Edwards, and Brian Barrett. We're sponsored by the law offices of John Day here on this warm, toasty Friday evening. Well, let's check on the Fans Heating and Air football forecast from the Rutherford Weather Center.
Thanks, John. A good night for football. A little warm and humid to start with. Temperatures in the upper 80s, but dropping down into the 70s by the end of the game. Winds should be light throughout the evening, out of the west, northwest, and around 5 miles an hour. So no impact on the game. Should be a perfect night for football weather-wise. That's your forecast, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, your heating and air experts since 1966, delivering the finest HVAC products and services at affordable prices. From the Rutherford Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Thank you, Ray. 88 degrees at game time, which was a whole lot better than what we had when we got here. So sun is going down. I think it's going to be a pleasurable night, Rod, with the weather and the clouds and the breeze blowing and less humidity tonight.
Yes, I think we're good to go now. It was kind of rough beginning, especially when we pretty much opened up the windows when we got here. It's all closed up, but it should be a refreshing game the rest of the way.
Let's take a look at those keys to the game.
Time now for the keys to the game, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall in Smyrna. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, let Rick Hall help you get the coverage you deserve with personalized service that puts you first.
Rod, you mentioned just a few minutes ago about the line play. That's remarkably important in this game tonight. And Oakland, although they're not the biggest line in the world, they've got some experience up there, and Blackman's going to have to handle that. Plus, I think their special team play has to be really, really on spot tonight.
Yes, special team play actually really helped when we were here last time with Stewart's Creek. Blackman took advantage of 2 block punts, scoring on one of them and then getting it, and then a short field took it in. So either way it's going to go, but one thing that Blackman has, they have a big defensive line. Roseman is right in the middle, is 330 pounds. It's going to be hard to move him. They got 250 pounds, 225. So a big part is going to be they have to hold the trenches, and the linebackers, the cornerbacks, defensive backs have got to come and shut it down. But they got to, like we mentioned earlier, they got to follow the reads because Oakland is a specialist in the inside counters, and a lot of times if they're having trouble, throw an inside counter, and then they get you off balance, and then you're in trouble. I think they can't afford to turn over the ball, though.
I think we're going to hear those same names, though, Dutt and Hill. And it depends on what the quarterback play at Blackman is tonight. Cameron had a good game last week. We'll see if he can duplicate it.
Right. So we don't know which one is starting, but possibly Cameron then, since he had a good week. And be interested to see how he does tonight.
That's all for the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff. We've covered everything, and all we can do is get ready here for kickoff. And we're going to have the players to watch. Brian Barrett will be joining us here. I guess we need to go ahead and do that right now.
Time now for your Players to Watch, brought to you by JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Fans Heating and Air, and Winners Trophies.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, John.
Brian Baird, ladies and gentlemen.
Good to be here with you guys tonight, and let's take a look first at the visiting Oakland Patriots. At quarterback, senior Kyler Creasy, 27 of 45 passing for 439 yards. He is completing 60% passes, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions on the season so far. In the backfield, you've got T.T. Hill and Craig Tutt, who both of those combined are almost 1,000 yards here on the season, and this is week 5 coming up. You didn't hear the name Morris as well, as he is still nursing an injury. You've also got the possibility of seeing Avery Hainsworth, Chase Bandy, Kamani Bass, and Matthew Moore in there. Bass and Moore are underclassmen. Wide receivers, Bass, Hill, Tutt, and they kind of do that little pass out of the backfield a lot, do the Oakland Patriots. Malachi Frierson, sophomore kicker, and Jose Fernandez kind of split time at that spot, and Quentin Norfolk will be your punter, or Kyler Creasy. For the Oakland defense, big names you'll hear tonight. Caleb Ellison, he leads the team with 30 tackles. Cullen Williams, Ethan Burrell, Kyrie Gaynor, also Cameron Sanders, Craig Tutt, Dre Oldham, and Quentin Norfolk. For the Blackman Blaze, Jonathan Hamby, 26 of 46 passing, 341 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 5 interceptions, completing about 50% of his passes. Also, you could see Marcus Cameron in there in relief at times. Grant Gardner, the leading rusher, along with Jabari Kemp. Kemp, 50 carries, 304 yards. Gardner, 47 carries, 227 yards. The big targets, Jaden Guy on 10 catches, 207 yards for the senior on the season. Others you'll see is Braylon Odor and John Dragoo. The kicker is Tyler Burrow-Bomson, and defensive leaders for the Blaze, Rodney Irvin, Ethan Carson, Trey McGaffey, Tramel Johnson, Jalen Anderson, Emory Harris, also Austin Moore, Archie Roseman, Jamison Watkins, and Paul Langford. And that's a look at the players to watch tonight for the Blackman Blaze and for the Oakland Patriots. From Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, as well as JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. I do want to say tonight the Oakland Patriot family lost superfan Donnie Maxwell this week, and we want to Donnie always had his radio with him. Even if we weren't broadcasting the game, he would tell folks what was going on at the game where we were, and he was always a big supporter of WGNS. Carried his radio with him to listen to the games, and we're going to miss seeing Donnie. Especially, we got to see him more at basketball. It's a little more intimate setting at basketball games. But rest in peace, Donnie Maxwell, and we will tonight dedicate our broadcast to the memory of Donnie Maxwell, Oakland superfan. Ready to get this one underway as both teams have made it onto the field. The Blackman Blaze are going to receive the football to start off here. They are in the orange uniforms, trimmed in navy. They've got the orange hats on with the white B on the side. The Oakland Patriots in the white uniforms, red numbers, navy trim, and the football Patriot on the side of the helmet. And we are ready to get this one underway here. See, Blackman will be kicking from right to left as we see it.
I think this is a good move by Blackman. They won the toss, so they decided to receive, and I think
try to put the pressure on early if they could
and
score.
Keep the ball away out of Oakland's hands,
well,
as much as you can.
It's exactly what you have to do here. So it's going to be Jose Fernandez to kick off. He's averaging 49 yards on his kickoffs this year. And this one boomed. It's going to be taken inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. Blackman to the 10, and muscled down there is Jaden Guy. And we are underway here with your official J. Mullins Jewelry kickoff time of 7:01. J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard, expert jewelry design, custom jewelry manufacturing, and also those indestructible reactor watches. J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard, between Memorial and Sulphur Springs.
We're in living color tonight, too, Brian.
That is true. You can listen to us not only on radio and streaming audio, but video on Big G TV, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. At the line of scrimmage is Hamby. Handoff and some room up the middle.
Nice room.
To
8 yards, it looks like.
Let me see who that was on the carry. I believe that was, well, you see when they line up here. I think they're going to line up in the same formation. That was Jabari Kemp on that carry. Second down and a short 2. 2 wides to either side. Back to pass. Looking right side. The pass is going to be snagged out there by Guy.
Forward progress should get it for him, Brian.
And it is Cameron at quarterback, too, by the way. Marcus Cameron, sophomore quarterback, starting this game.
Bandy
on the tackle for Oakland, and that is enough for a First Bank first down. The last time that Blackman beat Oakland was right here on this field. It was a rather warm Sunday afternoon back in 2014 when they played the ESPN game to kick off the season. It was 100-something down on the field. Nice run here to the 28-yard line, and the scrum continues for first down yardage. Blaze moving the football, and that was another Kemp run of 12.
Great blocking out there, the left tackle Barnett and Molina out there, the left guard. And if they can continue to run like this, that's going to open up the passing game for them a lot more.
Ellison on the tackle. Ellison on the season, the leading tackler, 30 tackles, 1.5 for loss, 2 pass breakups, 1 quarterback hurry on the season. One of 2 near side receivers is Guy, 1 to the far side as well. Another handoff, inside run there for Kemp. Going to be spun down at the 37.5-yard line for just a couple of yard gain. Lots of games going on tonight. Riverdale and Rockvale are playing over at Rockvale. Smyrna Laverne, we're going to have reports on both of those games. Siegel hosting Hendersonville, it's their homecoming. Stewart's Creek at Cane Ridge, Eagleville at Huntland, MTCS at Webb, and PCA at Grundy County.
Olden.
2nd and 6, 2 wide near side, 2 to the far side. Wide side is over here on the near side of the field, and it's another Kemp run to the 41-yard line, and that's about a 4-yard gain. Kemp on the season, 50 carries, 304 yards, 3 TDs, averaging 6 yards per carry and 76 per game. Burrell on the tackle. Ethan on the season, 19 total tackles, 3 quarterback hurries, 2 tackles for loss.
Right guard is Lee, and the right tackle is Blackwell for Blackman, and they are pretty big boys up there up front.
Braylon O'Dour is the near side receiver between the numbers and the hashes. Lone receiver. Give is to Kemp. I think it was a bad exchange, and they try to push him forward. Nothing there. Going to maybe lose a yard here on 3rd down and 2. Barber on the tackle, and that is going to be a yard loss and force Blackman to punt here on 4th down.
Good penetration by Oakland. Cameron was trying to push him back, but
yeah,
Cameron's build and size, not going to happen.
No, not going to happen. John, it was in 2013, the year before that season opening win over Oakland, that Blackman made their only trip to the semifinals. Nice punt that's going to roll inside the 15. Going to continue to roll all the way down to about the 12-yard line. So nice punt there for Bentley. And that is going to roll for about a 42-yard punt. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Oakland Patriots, who have really dominated in the last decade. Last season winning this game 42-7. An interesting score, though, one year in this game. Oakland beat Blackman 1-0 in 2020. It was a COVID win, as they call it. Creasy the handoff and whistles before the play even gets going there.
Probably a false start.
Well,
they're clapping though. Oakland's clapping.
It is going to be against Blackman.
Yeah.
They jumped.
Well, that's a good way to get out of the hole a little bit and get a nice 1st and 5 to start.
Offside on Blackman.
So the offsides on Blackman will make it 1st and 5 here for the Oakland Patriots. Two receivers near side. Bandy and Hill. And trying to run, bouncing it here to the outside is Tutt. Tutt 15 to the 20, and a flag flies. It's probably going to be a hold in there to spring Tutt forward to the 20, but we'll see. Holding, Patriots.
Great pursuit there by the defensive line for Blackman. They had Tutt kind of running over to the outside. He had to make a crafty move, and then when you start running all over the field, that's when that hold happens.
It was that crafty move that gave someone the idea, hey, let me help him out, and that's what penalized the Patriots.
Well, you want to help your teammate, but sometimes it's the worst thing you could do.
Now it's going to put the ball back at the 6-yard line. They still haven't moved the chain across, or the yard marker anyway. There must have been 2 penalties here. I didn't see the second one. They're just kind of wandering around like, where do we put the football is what's honestly happening here if you're watching.
I don't know if there was another flag. If there was, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either, but looks like it's going to be 1st and about 14. Ball here on the right hash at the 8. Creasy back to pass. He's in the end zone, and he's tackled in the end zone for a safety if they tell me he was in the end zone.
Oh,
he was not.
At the 1.
At the 1-foot line. He just had a foot outside of the end zone. So 2nd down and a bunch. The ball is closest to the end zone line than it is the 1. I mean, we're talking inches.
The Blackman defense is really pouring it off that offensive line.
Caden Adams.
Adams, the first one in.
They had Creasy surrounded. There really wasn't anywhere he could go.
Nowhere. Creek up 7-0 over Cane Ridge on an early Caleb Floyd score. Now a whistle. And a timeout, Oakland. 2nd and 20 at the 1-inch line for the Patriots when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I'd like to help. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
2nd and 20, ball on the 1-inch line. Creasy, the snap is high. Creasy running out of there with it and is going to get just enough. That was actually a direct snap to T.T. Hill, not Creasy. So a little wildcat here. They do get a little breathing room to the 3. 3rd and 14.
Lark with the tackle.
Lark with the tackle. John, if that's a good snap, that maybe gets better yardage.
Oh, that definitely. In fact, he was lucky he didn't get a safety there.
Yep. Still in Wildcat formation. Hill going to run it left side. Hill going to try to get the edge, does so. He's at the 10 before being wrestled down there, and it'll bring up 4th down here for the Patriots. John, an obvious punting situation here, but oh, there's a penalty, holding against Oakland. Bring it all back.
Irvin
on the tackle. But all of this is...
They declined that penalty.
Because it'll be 4th down. Good idea.
I wouldn't give Oakland any more chances.
No. Smart move there, and it gets the Blackman fans on their feet here, cheering on the Orange and Navy. So Oakland to punt. And I can't see who the punter is. Can't see the number here, so you'll have to bear with me. And now a whistle. That looks like Hill. But he hasn't punted this year. I do know that. I poured over their stats here. And Quentin Norfolk and Creasy have punted. Maybe it's who's at quarterback punts. Gets off a sidewinder there that's going to go out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So Blackman in good shape here, field position-wise, with the ball inside the Oakland 40-yard line.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS is brought to you in part tonight by Toots Good Food and Fun, Bud's Tire, and Wilson Bank and Trust.
No score with 5:56 to play in the first quarter. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. Stewart's Creek 7, Cane Ridge nothing.
Brian, right here, if you're Blackman, you really got to put some points on the board, I would think.
You're probably not going to get a better
You're
probably not going to get a better shot at it for sure. 1st and 10. In motion is Wilcox. They hand it off to Gardner. Gardner down the right edge. He's going to be tackled right around the stick. Going to be about a 9-yard pickup there for him. Bandy on the tackle. And by the way, Gardner, 47 carries, 227 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 5 yards per carry on the season. He and Kemp have done the heavy lifting for their rushing yards. In fact, have just about all of them except for the quarterbacks with a few.
Quarterback with the ball.
It was the quarterback who kept the ball that time, Cameron. Picks up a couple, and they're in the John Day Legal red zone here now at the 18-yard line. Seriously injured? Call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation, johndaylegal.com.
Burrell.
Ethan Burrell with another tackle. Ethan, 19 tackles, 2 for loss on the season, 3 quarterback hurries. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18 of Oakland. 5 minutes exactly left in a scoreless first quarter. And here comes Gardner to the near side, trying to turn it upfield near the hashes, gets maybe a yard out of that, and that's about all.
Oakland did miss that
tackle.
Oakland did miss at that time. Big play here. I think it's probably 2-down territory, probably a little too far for a field goal.
Well, it is 3rd and 7. If you're a Blackman fan, you'd certainly like to get a first down here and keep this series chugging along.
They would have really loved to have gotten about 3 or 4 yards there to make that a little bit simpler.
Now do we see a pass here out of this formation? Dragoo and Guy over on the far side as receivers. One man in motion. It is going to be a run. They give to Kemp, and Kemp's going to lose a yard.
Barber.
And it was Barber, I think, right? Barber on the tackle. And that is going to bring Burrow Bomsen on.
Pretty good distance here. That's what, 36-yarder?
Yep. And I'm almost certain this is his first field goal attempt of the season. So his first kick of the season will be a 36-yard attempt. Tyler Burrow Bomsen. Snap, set, good. Kick away. It has some distance, and it is good. It's good. The Blackman Blaze strike first here against the Oakland Patriots. Draw first blood here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Good to have that.
Keeping your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer all starts with the right installation. Roscoe Brown and Carrier offer comprehensive installation services that not only enhance your comfort, but also improve your energy efficiency, saving you money on your utility bills. With expert installation and advice, our team ensures that your home is perfectly insulated for every season. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown and Carrier. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome here. And ready for the Burrow Bombs and kickoff.
That's good.
And into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback.
Our game tonight, sorry, Brian, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was waiting for a flag to be thrown, but the extracurricular activity is A-OK.
Our game tonight is brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, located at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. A State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700. And the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Well, John, Blackman got points. They didn't get it into the end zone. It's a 3-0 lead.
Three's better than nothing, but I know you've got to take advantage as much as possible on Oakland if you've got them in a hole.
Here's a run here to the near side by the Patriots' T.T. Hill. And Tamari gets about 3 out of it. And that's going to be it. Second down here. The Patriots really had a deep hole dug here for them in the early going in the first series. There is a penalty on this play. Face mask penalty against the Blackman Blaze. And I believe it is the personal foul face mask penalty, and it is. So that's going to put the ball at the 39-yard line.
That gets you out of a hole very quickly.
Yep.
Kind of the adrenaline that Oakland needed. Blackman's done a good job on the ground game so far. Just 8 yards rushing for Oakland.
Tailin to Xavier Watkins for Riverdale's first score of the game. They lead 7-0 at Rockvale tonight. A little screen pass to Hill. Hill 40. Hill breaks a tackle, now turns it upfield, dives over the 45 to the 46.5-yard line. And a nice run by T.T. Hill of 7 yards.
I like that. That gets him, T.T., in isolation. And Creasy did a nice job swinging it over on that screen. And you get him one-on-one, it's pretty good play.
Moore on the tackle.
Moore made the tackle for the Blaze.
Yeah, give him eight yards on that pass.
Ball is at the 47-yard line. 2nd and 2. And tripped up behind the line of scrimmage is the Oakland running back.
It looked like he got tripped up by his own offensive player, his own lineman.
It almost looked like that. You're right. And that was Hill on the carry. Carson making the tackle for the Blaze, and that's going to make it 3rd and about 4.
It's been a tough go for Oakland running the ball up the middle.
First region game of the season for both teams. 3rd and 4, 2:03 and counting left here in the first. Blackman stunning on defense. Here comes Hill, and he is running downhill across the 50 to the Blackman 49, and it's a first down for the Pats.
Yeah, got about 8 yards on that. Nice counter move and just a really good run. Good blocking up front.
They run that, John, about as good as anybody that you'll ever see.
That's true, and they've run it since they were in 3rd grade.
Right. I mean, you just don't. It's really hard to know who's going to get the football.
Nate Sharon.
1st and 10 after the first down. Offset eye backfield. Under center is Creasy. And Hill running up to about the 41-yard line. and that's a gain of 8 yards. John Tamari averages 9.6 yards per carry. That time got 8. What I am seeing now is last couple of runs, he's gotten plus 5 yards.
Yeah, Gibbons, Stewart, Smith, Allen all up there doing a nice job.
Creasy given to the man in motion from left to right. That's going to be a rumble to about the 36-yard line for Kamani Bass. And that goes for 5 yards.
Johnson.
And enough for the First Bank first down. Johnson finally making the tackle there for the Blaze. But now Blackman has the ball at the 37-yard line of Blackman. Got a new score for you. After 1 quarter of play, Laverne and Smyrna knotted at 0-0.
That doesn't surprise me,
no.
Really.
1st and 10. Little underhand flip to Hill, who was coming in motion from left to right. And he's going to rumble down to about the 31.5-yard line. That's likely the last play of this quarter. Picks up 6, and McGaffey making the tackle there. And the clock is going to run out here on the first quarter of play. Oakland driving, Blackman up 3-0 going to the second quarter on State Farm Prep Sports.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
It's football time in Tennessee. Of course, that means tailgating and travel. Don't fumble due to a poorly maintained vehicle. At Dr. Automotive, we're here to help you score, whether it be a length of the field drive or a quick pick six. We'll help you tackle brake repair, heating issues, battery needs, and maintenance as you march downfield. We're on your team and here to make sure that you're ready for the big game. At Dr. Automotive, the cure for your car. Go deep.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents, kind of like Rod, to full body work. Trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. She's got a few dings and dents, Rod.
I do.
2nd and 5 here for Oakland High. They've swapped sides of the field, so they're moving right to left from our vantage point here. 3 in the backfield. They fake the handoff. Little flat pass into the flat to T.T. Hill, and he lunges across the 25 to get an extra yard. And that complete pass gives Oakland a First Bank first down as we start the second quarter of play. Blackman up 2-0.
First down and 10 at the 24-yard line.
3 first downs now in this drive alone.
Ball at the 24. They're close to the John Day legal red zone. Carson on the tackle. They roll out with Bass and Bandy. Wide outs to the right. The give is to Hill. Hill tries to run it up past right guard and runs into a wall over there. They're going to give him a couple, but there was no opening there, John, for sure.
No, there wasn't. Oakland's kind of thrown everything but the kitchen sink at him so far. They're just going to give him a yard according to the scoreboard. So
Ron
trying to
bounced off that.
Loosen things up there a little bit if they can, but so far Blackman has not been cooperative. 2nd and 10 now. Creasy with the offset eye, works from under center. Here's Hill going all right, straight forward, trying to barrel through. No, nothing. Blackman Blaze said not this time.
Yeah, great job there, just piling on, just making sure that they had a lot of help. There were like 3 guys out there tackling him. And the middle, except for a couple of plays, the middle's been kind of stingy. Blackman's done a good job there. What I've been more impressed with, though, than when they've tried to go to the outside, the coverage has been pretty good.
Yeah, it has.
Levy.
3rd down here now. 3rd and 10. Oakland breaks the huddle. Bandy goes off the field, by the way. And an interesting formation. A flag is thrown. They had 2 halfbacks on the left side of the line there. And this is going to be against the Pats. It's a 5-yard penalty. So now it's 3rd and 15. They've got to get the ball to about the 22, it looks like.
2 down territory if they want it. If that's what they decide to do, they don't have to pick it all up at once. But
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. They've got to get the ball to the 14-yard line. I was looking at the wrong stick over there. Bass lines up, and another flag. This is going to be offsides here, I think. Well, now the teams have gone to the sideline, but I saw a flag. We'll take a timeout here, see what happens on 3rd and 15 when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Creasy going deep and incomplete for Bandy right at the end zone. Double covered down there, John, and it brings up 4th down here.
Not a bad throw, actually. I mean, it was a little bit overthrown, but he about had to with the coverage they had. Good coverage by Blackman.
Oakland has only attempted 2 field goals this year, John, and they're 0 for 2, and it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 15. And a whistle. And this has been a penalty-laden first half so far. False start against Oakland. So that backs them up even more. Blackman leads here 3-0. Oakland had a promising drive, but then it kind of stalled out down here. And a few penalties.
I think Blackman defensive linemen are giving him fits at the line of scrimmage and making the offensive line move for Oakland.
So now 4th and 20. Creasy fakes the handoff, has time, steps up in the pocket. Protection breaks down, stops, throws it, incomplete. Intended downfield for Braxton Griever, who has 4 catches on the season, but the senior couldn't come up with that one. Overthrown, and the Blaze are going to take over here.
Got to tip your cap there to Blackman. And now flag is down. It looks like somebody said something probably.
Well, that could make it really interesting. Score updates. Smyrna leading 8-0 in the second quarter. Eagleville over Huntland 6-0 after 1 quarter. Personal foul is against Blackman. Well, that's an automatic first down too.
Personal foul against Blackman.
So that is tough. Cane Ridge picks up a fumble, runs it back for a touchdown, but they missed the extra point. It's 7-6. Stewart's Creek over Cane Ridge. And that one's in the second quarter to start the second. So most everybody in the second quarter now. Did everything that they were supposed to do here
Yes, they did. And that penalty kind of cost them a little bit, but then again, Oakland did not score.
Well, it was a self-inflicted wound. It was a personal foul, so you can't afford to do that. 1st and 10 here for Oakland, and they're in the John Day Legal red zone at the 18-yard line. Blackman's ball. I got you. It was after the play. And Kemp is brought down for no gain. And there is a Blackman player slow to get up, and that's John Dragoo,
Burrell,
the senior wide receiver. Burrell on the tackle, by the way. Riverdale up 14-0 over Rockvale. Start of the second. Tellin with the quarterback keeper. Eagleville up 6-0 over Huntland. It's 8-0 Smyrna over Laverne. Here 3-0, and Dragoo is up.
Braden Carter.
See if I can get
picking up on the play.
some new scores. We're in a terrible cell area out here at Blackman. So it'll take 2 days for my page to load, but see if we can't work on some other area scores. You can hit us up on Twitter at WGNS Sports Radio, and we'll get the scores on for sure tonight. So Blackman with the first, make that 2nd and 10 now. First play goes for no gain.
Blackman really want to establish the run. They've struggled with it a little bit at times, and makes me think they may want to try to open it up, but I don't know how much you want to put on the sophomore throwing the football.
Marcus Cameron has 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. They are going to open it up. Coming here to the near side and bounces into the hands of the receiver, Max Wilcox, and a flag.
1, 2, 3 flags.
And Gus Ramsey was defending on the play, and they are going to most certainly call pass interference here.
He had him beat, and he kind of crept up beside him instead of he tried to reach in with his hands, and that's where he got him.
Update on that Eagleville game. They're up 21-0 with 9 minutes left in the first half. That's going to give Blackman a first down, ball at the 33-yard line.
First and 10, ball at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 with another First Bank first down, this by virtue of penalty. Plays moving left to right. They have a 3-0 lead. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. Last year the score was 42-7. We are not on pace for that, at least right now. Run here to the near side by Kemp. Kemp going to wrestle his way to the 38, picking up 5 yards.
Brought down by Ramsey.
Ramsey on the takedown. 14-6, Stewart's Creek up now. Jerry with a 25-yard touchdown pass to Harvey to put Stewart's Creek up 14-6 at Cane Ridge. That's a nice answer for them on the road. 2nd down and 5 here. Under 9 minutes to go now. Second quarter of play. Cameron the give to Kemp, and Kemp's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And a great tackle to hold him for no gain.
Oakland's defense getting a little stingy now with that ground game for Blackman.
Gainer.
That was Gainer on the tackle for the Patriots. Kyrie coming into the game with 18 tackles, 3 interceptions, 2 pass breakups on the year. Not seeing anything on the Siegel game of yet. 3rd down here and 4. Hamby back to pass. Make that Cameron back to pass. Incomplete. Intended their left side for Jaden Guy.
That was scary.
He was double covered, and he was really not the best in position to make a catch there. And on fourth down, Blackman going to be forced to punt.
I would think the longer this game stays like this, that Blackman defense is going to get more and more encouraged and more confident.
Well, also their offense needs to stay out there a little bit longer so they don't get tired out too, right?
Correct.
They're going to have to re-kick this as there's a flag on the play.
No, wait. See who that's against.
It was thrown downfield. I'm having trouble finding the white hat. There he is. And
12 men on the field. That's 5 yards lead.
Sure did. That's going to give Blackman a first down. Well, John, I will say this. Now, this is the first time we've seen Oakland this season so far, and we've got them several weeks, but they have more penalties tonight than I know that, and maybe not as many yards, but, I mean, that was a costly one. That gives Blackman new hope here.
Oh, yeah. It takes time off the clock, too.
Here's a Gardner run to the 49-yard line, picking up 5, and brings up 2nd and 10. Jackson made that tackle for the Patriots.
Blackman's offensive line can create enough hole where those guys get 4 or 5 yards at a time. Matt Kreisky is going to be really happy just keeping the ball, holding it, keep going.
Blackman leading 3-0 here. There's 7:28 left in the first half of play. 2nd down and 5. Man in motion is Guy. But it's a rumble to the first down marker there by Gardner, I think. It was Grant Gardner. That's going to be close. I think it's a first down, though.
Allen on the tackle.
Allen on the tackle. Are they going to measure, or is it fourth down rather? No, it's a first down.
It looked like you got about 6 there.
Oh no, they moved the stick. They moved the stick on the sideline. I think the white hat was going to go out and measure. He blew his whistle, but they move it on. It's a first down for the Blaze here in Oakland territory at the 46-yard line. Left side is Dragoo. Another receiver here to the right. I believe that's Jaden Guy. Cameron to Kemp, and Kemp is going to be slung down, and that is for a loss. That's big Terrius Allen there. And that dude is a load. Going to give him a yard. But that's just Terrius threw him that far. Ball settled right here on the right hash at the 45-yard line.
If you didn't know any better, you would think teams are reversed. Roles, the way the mistakes and that kind of thing.
Blackman up 3-0. Guy and Dragoo to the left. Another receiver here right side. Halfback blocking to the left. Kemp's going to get it and dive to the 44-yard line, and that's it. So 3rd and long. Ethan Burrell on the takedown. MTCS and Webb are tied at 7-7 in that contest, which is in the second quarter as well. So MTCS hanging in there with the Webb feet tonight.
Barber on the tackle.
And let's see here. 3rd down. 3rd and 8. Looks like Blackman's going to take a timeout here. With 5:20 to play in the first half, Blackman timeout on 3rd and long. We'll be right back on State Farm Prep Sports.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
The Blue Raider fan source for officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear is Raider Tees. T-shirts, caps, sweats in all sizes, designs, colors, children's to plus sizes. Raider Tees has decals and license plates to show everyone your favorite team. Plus, check out their wide selection of Blue Raider art, jewelry, even golf tee markers. Show your Blue Raider pride with the largest selection of Blue Raider merchandise anywhere by shopping Raider Tees, 910 Ridgely Road, just before the bridge over Broad behind Chewy's.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Cameron to pass over on 3rd and long. A screen pass taken to the 39-yard line after the catch by Dragoo for 5 yards.
Burrell.
And Ethan Burrell making a tackle, stopping him short here of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 3 at the Oakland 39, and a big decision here for the Blaze on 4th down. Do they go for it? Probably. Too far for a kick. Although Burrow Bomsen did connect on 36, this would be much longer than that, with the ball actually on the 39 right now. So going for it on 4th and 3. Oakland with their ears pinned back. Cameron in trouble. Sacked!
Big play for Oakland right there. Big play.
And that was Dre Oldham on that quarterback sack. That is his first sack of the season.
They brought a bunch that time. They got to him. I think they were looking to go deep on that play.
They've been bringing him up the last couple plays.
John, if you're Oakland now, you've got 52 yards to go, 4:29, plenty of time. Patriots need to put some points on the board. Double reverse, and here's T.T. Hill, and he's going to be brought down for a loss at the 40-yard line. Lost 7.
Carson.
And Carson on the tackle there. That Blackman was in the backfield before Hill even got the ball.
Well, we were talking at the break. You know, Blackman held Ravenwood to 7 points, gave them all they wanted. And I would put Oakland and Ravenwood in the same vicinity a little.
Those two teams do play later on in the season, Oakland and Ravenwood. Second and 17. Creasy rolls out right side, stops, plants, throws it, incomplete. Intended for Hill downfield, and Hill actually bumped into the defender.
Well, I think he did that on purpose because he knew that ball was overthrown and to his left, and he just kind of gave him a little bump.
There's a flag in the backfield, though. And they are marching against Blackman, it looks like. So they're going to mark it off from the 40 to the 45 to the 50. This is a personal foul penalty.
Probably rough passer, I bet. I didn't see it. But
personal foul against Blackman.
Well, he ran out of the pocket, so I don't know. It could have been roughing the passer. But that's huge.
That gives Oakland a 3rd down and 2 here now at the 45. Much different play call here. Creasy rolls out, little screen pass coming here to the near side. 45 to pass the first down marker is Oakland's McKeel Brown.
Got 3, needed 2.
Brown is a junior. Got a First Bank first down. The largest independently owned Tennessee bank is First Bank.
Moore
on the tackle for the Blaze. Creasy is lined up at receiver, so it's Hill in Wildcat. And not going to get much out of that. Maybe a yard. 3:17 clock rolling. And that was Jaden Maxwell on the takedown for the Blaze. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Under 3 minutes to go. Blackman up 3-0 here. Scored early in the first quarter, and that's where we've been. Creasy stops, throws it long and deep, and picked off. It's picked off by Trey McGaffey. That is Kyler Creasy's first pick of the season, and the Blaze are going to take over.
I'm not sure whether the route was run wrong or there was some communication problem, or he just kind of floated on him. The ball just kind of floated on Creasy.
It was nowhere near Hill, who was the intended receiver. So that brings the Blackman Blaze offense back out here, leading 3-0, 2:38 to play in the half. Smyrna has scored again. They go up 15-0 on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. A handoff. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard for Gardner. Going to be about it. Riverdale scores again. They lead 21-0 over Rockvale. Tellin to Bailey for 38 yards. It's going to be a very interesting year in the region, I can tell you that. Very good football teams here in the region. Play comes here to the near side. Kemp, I think, yes, picks up a couple. Under 2 minutes to play here now, and it's a third down. Third and 7 after that Burrell tackle. John, this is definitely not 4-down territory here, though.
No, definitely not. And they'll be okay. They'll be content if they can get it down to about a minute. The way that defense is playing for Blackman, this just gives them a little breather.
Cameron with the back split on his left hip, fakes the handoff, going to the air. The pass is going to be caught and out of bounds is Jaden Guy at the 26-yard line. That's enough to move the chain. A first down for the Blaze.
Clutch pass there. And a really good catch to stay in bounds. I think he got that one leg in anyway.
Gainer forced him out.
Flag on the play.
Seen enough of that. Hendersonville and Siegel are tied up at 14. Just got that score in on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, thanks to Assistant Principal Trey Andrus for getting that in. This is going to go against Oakland, and it's a 15-yarder. It's a personal foul penalty. So Blackman has it 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. John, how do you handle it? It's a minute 15. Do you just play keep away? Do you try to get down and get close enough for at least a field goal? I don't know.
I think if you've got just a little bit of time left, you may go make a go for it. But I think they're kind of content to just keep the ball here.
Webb has taken a 14-7 lead over MTCS in that battle there. First down for Blackman. 2 wide left, 1 here to the near side. Back to pass. It's Cameron going deep right side and incomplete. That pass intended for John Dragu. Oh, and now a little more extracurricular activity in the backfield. They threw a flag. Personal foul, Blackman. Well, this game is, what would be the word for it? Chippy?
It's starting to be.
Yeah, there's the flag. I was going to say I never even saw the flag, but it was some of the linemen who got kind of tangled up in a little fray. 1:09 left. Now they're marching the ball back the other way. So that helps to negate some of the Oakland penalty there. I see you've done a really good job on the stats there on the penalties.
Well, I mean,
that's hard to keep up with sometime when you have so many.
Kind of outnumbered the yardage.
Yep. 3-0 Blackman. They scored very early on in this game. 36-yard Burrow bombs and field goal. And that's where we've been. In motion is Guy. He's going to get it. Runs left side, and he is going to be picked up, and Tutt buries him after a yard gain. That's called wrapping him up. 50 seconds.
It looked promising at first, but then all of a sudden he ran right into the Oakland Patriot.
Blackman's going to be content here to run one more play, I'd say. 39 seconds and the play clock at 16. I think they want to run one play and then that's it and go to the locker room. We'll see. Cameron, the give to Kemp. And Jabari in a scrum to the 35. That kid just won't go down, will he?
No, he's a tough hombre. Oakland, though, has really started to stifle that running game a little bit.
And that is going to take us to halftime here, it looks like. The Blackman Blaze lead the Oakland Patriots here at halftime. It has been 10 years since the Blaze have defeated the Oakland Patriots. The last time was in 2014. Right now, they lead at halftime, 3-0. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports with the Ideas Tees halftime show coming up next.
Hey there, it's Brian. I wanted to share one of the reasons why I love First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. They really show up for their customers. I see it firsthand, and I know you'll see and feel the difference. I know I can count on real, personalized service. When I've got a question, I don't get passed off to a machine. I get a real person who's ready to help. They always show up for me, and I know they will for you too.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Mills Family Pharmacy has served Murfreesboro and surrounding communities for nearly 2 decades. From a simple prescription refill, an over-the-counter remedy, to a compounded prescription, Mills Family Pharmacy can help.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. Come on down and see us. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
At Mills, we also offer a medication delivery service. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to the Inferno, Blackman High School, where Blackman has shut out so far the Oakland Patriots by a score of 3-0. Looking for the best in school spirit wear? Well, The screen printing, embroidery, and special items in Rutherford County is all found at Ideas Tees. And this is the Ideas Tees halftime show. Look no further than Ideas Tees. Plus, you can get officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider geared Raider tees. They have tees, polos, hats, and more, and they've got everything you need to show your Blue Raider pride. Visit their showroom at 910 Risley Road, just Broad Street between Chewy's and Chili's. Ideas can put your logo on just about anything. Stop by and discover how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Learn more at ideastees.com. I think we're going to wait on Danny here for a second. Do we have him?
I don't have him
yet.
yet.
Dr. Automotive live report. We'll hold off on that just a second. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Our Craig's Tax Service, the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Then we'll have our Craig's Tax Service recap. Blackman leads Oakland 3-0 here. Riverdale over Rockville 21-0 in the second quarter. Smyrna shutting out Laverne 15-0 in the second. Siegel and Hendersonville tied up at 14. We figured that would be a close game, and so far it is. And Stewart's Creek leads Cane Ridge 14-6 in the second quarter. And I believe Eagleville, I don't have that, here it is. Eagleville leading 21-0 in the second. 14-7 Webb over MTCS in the second quarter. And no score yet from PCA visiting Grundy County. That's a look at your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Time for the Craig's Tax Service first half recap. And do we have that, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we don't have a lot, but here it is. It was a 36-yard field goal by Burrabosen with, I guess it was 3:38 to go in the first quarter, this kick.
So his first kick of the season will be a 36-yard attempt. Tyler Burrobomsen. Snap, set, good. Kick away. It has some distance, and it is good. It's good. The Blackman Blaze strike first here against the Oakland Patriots. Draw first blood here.
And that's it. 3-0, Blackman leading here at halftime. This first half recap brought to you by Craig's Tax Service. Tax laws can be very confusing. It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233. Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial. Mike Brandon and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, salute all Rutherford County teams this season and look forward to a great second half in tonight's game. Before we go to the stats, Rod, it's been a defensive struggle, that's for sure, and the stats are going to show that here in just a second, but really, Blackman's defense has been superb.
It has, and I think that's the thing that stands out. We're used to Oakland just dominating, having the speed. We're going to get a breakaway here or there. There have been no breakaways. Really dominated inside defensively. They can't get really much yardage there, but you and I were talking about they're covered well in the middle linebacker position, the cornerbacks. They cover the field, so the speed has not been able to get the edge, and they've done a good job covering on the pass play.
Yeah, the big plays have been null, and that's really important when you're playing Oakland. You've got the defensive stats. The stats are brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston, and Winners Trophies.
For the visiting Patriots, Ethan Burrell is leading the team with tackles with 5. Justin Barber has 3. Dre Odom has 1, and he also has a sack. Taurus Allen has 3, and they have several with 2 and 1 tackle, because it's just both teams are playing good, solid defense. And then for Blackman, Ethan Carson has 4 tackles. Trey McGaffrey has 1 tackle, but he has the big interception that was really a key play in that quarter to keep Oakland shut out. Austin Moore has 3, and then they have several that have 2 tackles. Both teams have really settled in, playing tough defense. I think at the beginning of the game, Blackman was moving the ball inside, but they started bringing more hats up to defend the run inside, and so it's just been back and forth. Too many penalties on both teams. You know, we're getting kind of putting the fans to sleep when you start getting a lot of penalties.
Yeah, that's true, and containment has been the word for Blackman. I mean, They've just been able to contain Oakland. Here's the stats, and we'll tell you that it has not been pretty for either team. For Oakland, Kyler Creasy, 1 carry of -4. He was sacked. T.T. Hill with 8 carries, 29 yards, and Bass 1 carry, 5 yards. They rushed for 30 yards in the first half. 20 passing, and they have a total of 50. And Creasy is 3 of 6 with 1 interception and 20 yards on the evening. For Blackman, they've not done much better, but they have moved the football a little bit better. 58 yards total rushing, 18 passing in the first half for 76 yards. Cameron, 1 carry for 2 yards. 4 carries, 21 yards for Gardner. 13 carries, 34 yards for Kemp. And 1 carry, 1 yard for Guy. 5 passing for Cameron, 18 yards. And Rod, they've been very conservative with Cameron. I don't think he did have that one pass that got the pass interference, which was big, and it was a well-thrown ball, but they've been pretty conservative with their offense.
Well, you don't want to have a turnover that turns into a score and puts you behind the 8 ball right off. Actually, they're playing what you want to play. They're playing an ugly game, battling in the trenches against Oakland. They're keeping them from really being explosive.
Well, that's going to be the stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston. One quick update before we take a break, and I think Brian's going to update us here on one here in just a second. Blackman leading here 3-0 at half. Rockville trailing Riverdale 21-0 in the second. Smyrna leading Laverne 15-0 in the second. Siegel and Hendersonville are tied at 14. Stewart's Creek over Cane Ridge 14-6, but I think that's been updated, I believe. I'll get to that in just a second. Eagleville 21, Huntland nothing. MTCS trailing Webb 14-7. We'll take a break and we'll update all those scores when we come back. You're listening to the Ideas Tees halftime show.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutorepair.com.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
Fast response if the power goes out.
An app that keeps me informed. Tips to lower my monthly bill.
Communication on things that matter to me.
Done, 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 done.
I want to know everything.
Everything? Well, young lady, let me show you the MyMTE app. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at mte.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, I was having trouble getting it too. So, welcome back to the Ideas Tees halftime show. John Dingett's here with you, and we've got Danny. I want to say Danny Thomas. Danny Brewer on the phone. Danny, you're at Laverne. Got a game going. Smyrna looking pretty good.
Yeah, Smyrna started a little bit slow, but they got the running game kicking. Got probably about 140 yards rushing for the Bulldogs, and we've just gone to halftime. The final whistle blew. So about 140 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. They went to that power eye, and it's just more than Laverne can handle. But that power eye, that's the kind of football I love. That's just coming right at you, smash mouth, stop me if you can.
Yeah, he kind of uses that at opportune times, doesn't he? I mean, Coach Williams, he kind of doesn't pull it out the whole game, but he'll do it when he needs to score.
Exactly right, and that's kind of what they did. There's been a couple of situations where Smyrna just lined up, and that's what they did. The last 2 touchdown drives, once they got it about inside the 30-yard line, they just went to the power eye, and it was straight up the gut. Here we come.
I would say Smyrna really has an advantage at the line of scrimmage, both defensively and offensively.
That's been the story of the game tonight. Laverne started out with a decent opening drive, got a couple first downs, had their running game going, but then the Smyrna defensive line and linebackers took over. So Smyrna has dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football, and that's the difference. That's why we're at 22-0 Bulldogs at the half.
What do you think